I was getting to the point where I was going to call it quits. I was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis when I was 36. Really, by 2000, things were really out of control. It really affected my breathing muscles to the point where the only thing they could do was to put me on life support and give the breathing muscles a chance to rest up. And this began to happen on a regular basis, whereas by the end of the year 2001, I had been on life support 12 times.
He was a candidate for this procedure, and it's certainly not something that we do in a cavalier way. It's something that we really reserve for the most treatment-resistant patients.
Stem cells are really rare cells in the bone marrow, and they're like seeds. Once they land in the bone marrow, they rest there, and then they can either grow into new seeds, or they can grow and mature into all the cells that we see in the bloodstream and that are responsible for our immune protection. We didn't really know whether it would work or not. We had an inkling that it would, but it was really that she was so sick that we needed to try something.
I met Dr. Harry Atkins. I told him that my daughter was getting married and I did have to survive to see her do that. And he actually told me in return that he would like to see me make my daughter's wedding, but he would also like to see me live past that. Dr. Atkins to me was just a lifesaver, and when I met him, he was just such a special doctor. You could see he cared so much, and the way he believed in stem cells just sort of spread over to you as a patient, and you thought, wow, if he believes in this and he's going to give me a chance, and it'll be a chance at life that I never had before.
I mean, it really was kind of a Hail Mary. It was a desperation move in a very desperate situation. And did it save her life? Well, gosh, it saved her some quality of life for sure.
She was very, very weak at that time. And I remember going up to our neuro observation unit and talking to her about this.
It was only about a half an hour procedure, a little IV bag. I remember Wendell, my husband, was by my bedside. Within the hour, we were sitting outside.
Memory serves, she had kind of a maybe 3-6 months where things were up and down, nowhere near as severe as they had been. And then everything just from the myasthenia point of view just melted away. We published a study of a total of 7 patients with severe myasthenia that all underwent the procedure, and they've all done really well, all symptom-free.
So I made it to the wedding. I had very little hair. I was pretty puffy. I had been taking a lot of steroids, but I made it, and that was the important thing. It meant a lot for all of us as a family to be there. Yeah, it was a very special day, and it was, I think, something that just gives you the ambition to just keep going. I can't say enough about the Ottawa Hospital. To me, it became a second home to me. I spent in 2001 over 160 days there, and I was on the same floor, so a lot of those nurses almost became like friends to me, and I kept seeing the same faces, the same doctors, and it did give me a feeling of comfort because I knew them, and I knew I was going to get good care. Every year on June 21st, I sit and I compose some emails to Dr. Pringle and Dr. Atkins, because I never want them to think that I've ever forgotten that I appreciate the fact that I'm alive.